Okay, so we're here with Andrew from
Hiya.
Feed Me Synthesis. How you doing, Andrew?
Yeah, all good, thanks. Yeah. Sweet.
Great. I believe you're celebrating 1 year as a company.
I am,
here.
yeah. Launched last year at Machina, and so this is my second year here.
Fantastic.
But first full year in production.
Great. And what have you been working on in the last year? Since
Last year's production has been working with what I released last year, but this year development has been on Cadex, which is a 5-channel polyrhythmic, polytempo sequencer with touchpads and LEDs and a really sort of variable, editable sequencer that is really playable and hands-on.
Excellent. I mean, the only things that I can think of that are sort of round like this in terms of hardware would be the Revolution.
Okay.
If you remember that from in the 90s. Yeah, just run us through what does it do and what are some of the features of it?
Sure. So at the heart is the idea of polyrhythms. So each channel has a different number of steps per bar. All of it's editable, so you can change, you can increase or decrease to create like pattern phasing and all sorts of complex rhythms that most sequencers find quite difficult and challenging to output. There's 2 clocks, so you can set each channel to a different tempo, and then there's various reset modes where the secondary clock is slave to the primary clock, so you can create sort of really complex rhythms.
Amazing. And so does it have, is it sending out the data, or does it have an onboard synth?
There's no onboard synth, so it's just a sequencer. It's got trigger outs and CV pitch outs. So there's 5 trigger channels and then 4 pitch channels, which can be assigned to different, it's assignable. So you can say, I want channel 1 to progress more than 1 pitch variation at a time, so you can do chords as well as sort of individual melody lines as well.
Excellent. And let's hear what it sounds like.
We've got pattern A, and we've also got a pattern B, and there's pattern mixing as well. So you've got a slider where you can change from pattern A to pattern B, but in the middle it morphs the patterns together. So it works out the density of pattern A and pattern B, and then works out the middle point, sort of depending on the slider position, and then it populates the generated pattern with A or B's triggers and pitches.
That's fantastic, man. And what do the colours represent for each of these
the different
steps?
channels? So you've got one channel on the outside. So it's just more of a visual cue of which channel you're editing. So you've got the yellow, and you've got the white, and you've got the orange, the green, and the red.
Okay,
all the LEDs are editable. So if you have any issues with seeing specific colours, there's a settings mode where you can tweak and you can assign any colour you want to any parameter.
That's great, man. That's great. So it's 5 tracks, did you say?
Yeah.
5 tracks. Amazing. And what about the modes? What do the modes?
So you've got
sections
settings
do?
modes. So you can, per step, you can change your gate delay or your gate length. You can add pitch. You can add accents. You can detune and create channel-specific changes like transposing or offset. Things like that. So yeah, it's sort of super deep. You can go really deep into it and edit a lot.
Great. And how would you go about doing that, for example? How would you go about making those sort of edits?
So you could add swing, say, to... So now that should have some swing added to the noisy hi-hatty sound.
And that's for the green outer track?
Well, it would be, for the orange.
Oh, for the orange,
so
sorry.
in this mode, white means it's been unedited, and then if you increase, it turns green, so you get a bit more understanding of where you are in the settings mode.
That's fantastic.
It's still very much in development, so it's not released yet. I'll be launching a Kickstarter from next week onwards to try and get it into production and get some enclosures made and get it through CE testing. But yeah.
Great. And just finally on the outputs, you mentioned it's got CV outputs.
Yep.
So is that gate and
Pitch CV, and then in development there is space to put in another 5 CV outputs, which will be a bit rawer and less precise. So I've got a quad DAC in it, which is outputting the very precise pitch volt per octave CV, but then there will be a rougher PWM based one, which will be editable in greater sort of variety than the 7 octaves of pitch that it currently has.
Excellent. So we'll look out for the Kickstarter coming very soon. And thank you for showing us the gear today, man.
Thanks a lot.